They don't know what to do right now.
I have to say that this is the best I've ever seen you guys play.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
After a long journey through the regular season, the playoffs have finally arrived, and we're set to bring you round one action from the West here on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson. Joining me, analysts Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, and reporter Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Ja Morant, a first-time All-Star in 2022. His teammates say he is the best point guard in the league. Morant said, quote, "I'm a very humble guy, but also confident, so I'll let my teammates continue to talk for me. I'll just do what I can do on the floor to prove them right." Brian, Coach Jenkins said, quote, "All he cares about is winning."
Indeed. Thanks, Allie. So let's take a look at the Los Angeles Lakers starting lineup. Anthony Davis is out there with Rui Hachimura. Then there's LeBron James. Then it's D'Angelo Russell, and it's Reeves in at the shooting guard position. And for Memphis, inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Morant and Bane in the backcourt together, and it's Brooks in at the three. And it's going to be the Grizzlies off the tip. And here's Morant. Brooks outside. Pass to Bane. Jackson against Hachimura. Jackson outside. Shot clock at 6. Morant with it. Picked up by James. Morant, no good.
Outstanding work to send him away. They sniffed that one out.
Morant against James. Fires for 3. Grizzlies with the rebound. Outside Morant. Tries yet again. And it's good.
It is season 6, and you know.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And you can tell it's the playoffs by the atmosphere in this locker room. Guys trying to stay loose, but there's a serious focus, a serious undertone. The DA.
Thanks very much. Now, D'Angelo Russell says he patterns his game after another crafty lefty. He said, if I could model my game after somebody, it would be Manu Ginobili. He was never the most athletic, but he could pass, he could score, and he was just so unpredictable. Not a bad role model for D'Lo. Kevin?
Not at all. Yeah, some similarities definitely there, David. Thank you. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. We've got Hachimura. He's out there with Anthony Davis. LeBron James is out there with D'Angelo Russell. And it's Reeves. In at the 2, and for the Grizzlies. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. And it's Adams in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now here's Morant. Outside, Bane. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Beautiful touch from Desmond Bane. So good from the mid-range.
Here's James. Nifty move. And the dunk by James.
Doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
You know, this is one of his specialties, keeping plays alive, creating second chance opportunities.
Now, here is Russell. Following the miss by Jaren Jackson.
And you see the team-first mentality of Anthony Davis, wanting to involve his teammates.
Outside, Bane. Right side, Jackson. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
Here's Russell. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Never losing focus. Even after contact, Russell sends it home.
And you love seeing that great mobile one drive a second time.
And putting that pressure on the rim. That's what it's all about, threatening with that attack.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. .115 left to play in the first quarter. James outside, back to Russell. 5 to shoot, over Brooks. And LeBron with the basket, the assist by Russell. LeBron's got his second basket.
A threat from every spot on the floor. LeBron still probably the toughest cover in the league.
And that is a big loss for this team. This game's still in the balance, and he's someone they always want in there at crunch time.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Bombas checked in. For Memphis, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Outside, Bane. Brooks, the pass to Adams. Kicks to Morant. This one for 3. Nothing that time. He's 0 for 2. The Lakers have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. How How about this run crank they're on right now? Wow.
I mean, they're just getting to their spots and executing, really keeping things simple.
Here's Bamba, 4 on the clock. A second chance effort. Up and in on the layup.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Morant dishes to Jackson. Out to Morant from outside the arc. They get it again. Here's Adams. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
Big man plays by Steven Adams, using all of his height to dominate the offensive glass and end the play.
And that does it for the first quarter.
6, the Lakers 10. Fans, please give a big round of applause.
And we're ready to get back into the action here in game 1. Let's see what this quarter has in store for us. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here. What have they been doing or not doing?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Jones in at the point guard position. That's the group from Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Now, here is Russell. Following the miss by Jaren Jackson. Russell kicks to Hachimura. Yes! And the foul. Bain, and so he's picked up his final foul. He will sit for the rest of this game. Kennard, he's checked in for Memphis. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Lakers.
They're unselfish. They're passing the ball well, setting up teammates, playing team basketball, and their focus.
You also have to admire how they've challenged the defense inside, getting a lot of points in the paint.
It can be a little disheartening when you do everything right and come away with nothing.
They get the rebound. James over to the left wing. Chalk up 2 there. Hachimura's got the lead up to 9 now for Los Angeles.
The passing of LeBron is so special, so talented at finding his wide open teammates.
Jones, the pass to Kennard. And here's Jackson. And here's Kennard. Makes it off the glass.
With good size for a 2-guard, Luke Kennard can finish in the paint.
That was the 2K drive, as that move deserved another look.
And a bucket like that one might be just what they need to cut into this lead.
Here's Reeves. Hits the 3-point bomb.
Austin
Reeves has got himself on the board with 3 there.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They've came in focused and they've executed.
Now here's Kennard. Inside, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
First personal
Hachimura, and so he's picked up his final foul. He will sit for the rest of this game.
And guys, this is where their depth really comes into play. They've got such talent at that position. They'd love to have him out there, but they won't suffer much of a drop-off.
Tillman, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Morant comes in for Tyus Jones.
And having added strength to his wiry frame, Russell able to convert through contact there and draw the foul. Yeah, and luckily they've got terrific depth at that position. If there's one spot on the floor where they can afford to lose somebody, that would probably be it.
And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for Memphis. They trail by 11. Pass to Brooks. Lets it go from deep, and Bamba pulls it down. Bamba's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. That one goes. Count it. James has got 6.
When you make contact with LeBron, you often feel it more than he does.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Brooks outside. Back to Jones. Outside Jackson. Launches it. The Grizzlies with another miss. Lakers leading by 13. Down low. Stolen by Brooks. Kennard kicks to Brooks. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Good athlete, 37-inch vertical. Brooks aggressive above the rim.
Back to Bamba. Gets it off, and he hits the buzzer beater.
And give him credit. Good awareness of the time remaining.
That is situational basketball. It takes a good understanding and good execution.
And so it's Los Angeles, looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. What a night they've had in turn.
Thanks very much.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Halfway through this round 1 matchup of the NBA playoffs, Ernie Johnson, Kenny Smith, and Shaq. Looking at the Lakers, boy, have they ever started this series off on the right foot. They've thrown down the gauntlet here in Game 1 with their intensity and effectiveness on both ends of the floor. Now, they've got a little bit of an intimidation factor going into the second half. And taking a look at the Lakers, Shaq, what'd you think?
They're going to work in the paint. Doing a great job. Good portion of their offense was generated inside. Really outperformed their opponent in that aspect. I expect the defense to pack it in a little more in the second half and try to force those guys to stay outside.
How about you, Kenny? What'd you think about Memphis?
Well, I'm seeing way too much selfish play. Don't try to attack the defense 1-on-5. Move the basketball, look for others, and then get your teammates involved. That's a recipe for winning.
And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter set to begin in just a few.
All right, man. The first lady of the
NBA playoff round 1. Thanks for joining us as we get back to the action on the court. You look at D'Angelo Russell. What a contribution.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. We've got Dennis Schroeder, also Malik Beasley out there. Round out there with Mohamed Bamba. And it's Gabriel in at power forward position.
And he has to take that long, slow walk back to the bench here. He'll watch the rest of this one from the sideline.
Pass to Brooks for the 3, and Bamba pulls it down. Bamba's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Walker, it's blocked. And now here comes Jones leading the break, and there's the lay-in. Jones has got it going here in the start of the second half. The first points in the third quarter for Memphis. And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
There is no let up in this man. He is doing everything in his power to keep this game close.
Jones looking for an opening from 13. Second shot opportunity. And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is. And so they will award the basket there.
Just barely too late, and it catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going to the block.
Grizzlies making a switch here. Aldama's checked in. Jones, the pass to Jackson. Here's Bamba. It's Beasley on the wing. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson.
Only 1 for 4 in this half. Sometimes it's execution. Sometimes the shots just don't go down. This is what we talk about, value in each possession, avoiding those kinds of mistakes.
And that's a block right there. He swats that ball away with some energy.
Well, they didn't make it this far by giving up easy ones, and now their defense is in overdrive.
Here's Beasley. Aldama with the rebound.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Great handles for his size. Jackson's a near 7-footer who can take you off the dribble in either direction.
And again, no good by the Lakers.
In a funk this quarter, he's trying to shoot his way out of it.
And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Jones against Beasley. Three-pointer. And he's good on the three ball.
Malik Beasley.
Beasley's got 6 in the quarter.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
Outside Jackson. Jackson missing again.
You like that he's still attacking, but the results tonight just haven't been there.
Here's Gabriel, and the layup is good.
He's not looking at the score. He's staying focused, and he's staying active.
There's 2 things they rely on him for: being competitive and bringing energy.
Tipped away. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
I don't get it. He was so efficient in the first half, 0 turnovers, but since the break, he's been a disaster.
And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Tillman comes in for Adams, and it's Brandon Clark in for Jackson. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. LeBron, no luck. Lobbed up there for Clark. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
A player who's aware of everything around him. Brooks sees the man break open and hits him.
There's Russell with the 3, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's Los Angeles. 13 points up at the end of the period. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
You see why they trust him with the ball in his hands. He can make the simple play, and he can pull off the spectacular.
And we're happy to have you back for more playoff basketball here in round 1. And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. They've got Brooks. He's out there with Tyus Jones. And it's Aldama in at the 3 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. And another great look at the 2K drive.
And a drive like that one can be a knockout punch. Great finish at this juncture.
Brooks dishes to Clark. And the pass to Aldama. Offline with his 3.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it.
And there's the call on Jones. That's it for him. He's fouled out of the game.
And he has to take that long, slow walk back to the bench here. He'll watch the rest of this one from the sideline.
Here's James. Count that one. And the Lakers lead by 17.
A monster down low. LeBron James, the rare package of skill, size, and athleticism.
The Grizzlies shooting 39% from the floor, at their best. Back to Kennard. Five on the clock. And too long on the shot. Los Angeles leading by 17. .132 left to play here in the fourth. James, no good. And here are the Grizzlies with it.
A tremendous boost for these guys as this game winds down and what will be a win here in game 1 of the series for the Lakers.
When you consider the difference in their field goal percentages, the other team has to be happy that this wasn't a bigger loss. This team was on fire.
Yeah, Kevin, it's always frustrating when you can't throw a rock on the ground and the other guys just can't seem to miss.
And it's really got to feel very good to be able to jump out confidently to a 1-0 lead in this series.
Absolutely. And I think their focus now has to be not on taking this win for granted. They should come out for game 2 with the same intensity and honestly maybe even more. You know, they'll face a more focused team in the next one, so they may have to be just a little bit tougher.
And a lot of players tonight helped contribute to this performance, but in particular, a real good game it was for Mohamed Bamba.
He played with a lot of fire, a lot of heart, especially on the glass. He's one of those guys who acts like every rebound is his, and many of them were tonight.
First team foul.
And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call. And Memphis making a change here. Williams has checked in. The Lakers also with a sub. Gabriel's checked in.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to have a challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They have decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
The first one falls.
You really get excited about Jackson's potential. The size, the agility, and the skill level to make an impact at both ends.
Confident play we're seeing out of him.
Yeah, and the scoreboard tells the story.
LeBron kicks to Russell. James finds Vanderbilt. Taken away by Williams. Wound up there for Clark. And then Clark slams it in.
And you gotta like that they found something positive here, something to maybe carry overs into the next game.
They put together some great possessions here at the end. It's a shame they could have used this run much earlier.
Here's Gabriel, again Los Angeles.
Taking no chances, they go on one last run to seal the deal.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. A pretty good feeling right now for them to be out in front like this in the series.
You know, Kevin, momentum is so critical. And you know they'll want to ride this wave into game 2.
Well, that'll do it for now. Glad you could join us for the first round.